First IT job, jittery, nervousness. How do you deal with it? Stay tuned. Hey everybody, this is Zach with IT Career Questions, and today I am talking about first IT jobs and being nervous. And I'm going to tell you, it doesn't matter if it's your first IT job or your 10th IT job. When you first start a job, a new job, there's always going to be nerves. The nerves are always going to run pretty strong because, and this is a really big because, getting into a new environment, it's always going to be a little nerve-wracking because every new environment is completely different. So, whether it's your first job or 10th job, there are going to be nerves, and that's going to be completely acceptable. That's not going to be a big deal. It's going to be okay. Nerves are normal. It's a normal part of life to be nervous about things, especially starting a new job. So one of the questions that I kind of got was, how do you deal with nerves in starting a new job? How do you deal with that whole nervousness aspect of, starting a new IT job? And what if you screw up? And that was the main part of that question. What do you do when you screw up or, don't do something correctly? So when you're first starting your new IT job, maybe it's your first IT job, maybe it's your 10th IT job, when you're just starting out, again, you are in a brand new environment, and every environment, they do things completely different. And I've stated this many, many, many times. Every different business environment handles their IT completely different from the last one, and the one before that, and the one before that. Their rules, policies, and procedures can differ dramatically from one place to another. So what you might normally be used to if you've been in IT for a long time might not apply at all to the new job that you get into. And if you are brand new to IT, and this is your first job, the nerves are definitely going to run strong because you are definitely going to have that feeling of you don't know what you're doing. And that's okay, because in all reality, you don't know what you're doing. And that's okay. That literally is quite okay. You don't know what you're doing at all. It's your first IT job. And we don't expect you to know what you're doing. Us veterans who have been in IT for a long time, we don't expect you to know everything. And that's perfectly okay and acceptable. You're going to run across a few jerks here and there who are going to, not treat you the greatest because you don't know some things. And that's okay. That's just part of any job out there, period. You're going to run across people like that, really, period. But you will run across people like me, or maybe not as cool and great as I am, right? Yeah, maybe. I don't know. There will be people like me out there who will take you under their wing and show you everything that they know and teach you everything that they know about that specific environment and really train you what you need to know about that environment. And you'll learn a lot of great things about that environment. And again, I keep saying environment because when you start a new job, the rules, the policies, everything IT related that you learned in school, that you learned at a previous job, a lot of that stuff will, retain in your head, but a lot of the other, just a lot of things in general, you can just completely throw out the window because you're going to be trained to learn things exactly how they want you to know it. There's always going to be different environments, and you're always going to have to learn new environments. And that's a really good thing because a lot of times you get to learn new things. And sometimes you might learn new policies. And what's really cool about that is when you go to a new job, you might get to take some of those old policies and different things that you learned from their old job and bring it to this new job and implement them there. And just like new tech or old technologies that you had from a previous job, you may be able to bring them to, your new job and implement them there somehow. So there's all these different, variables that take place. So back to the main point on nervousness, because I got a little bit off topic there. I kind of do that sometimes. There's no need to be nervous. Nerves are going to run high, and you are going to screw up, and that's okay. We accept that, we understand that, and that's perfectly okay. You are going to mess up. You are always going to feel like you are screwing up every single day, whether you are or whether you're not. But the most important thing that I can tell you, make sure that you make note of the mistakes that you are actually making. So whether you are really making a mistake or not, make sure that you note the mistakes that you actually make, because you want to make sure that you never make those mistakes again. And that's what makes you a better IT professional. Never make the same mistake twice. You never want to make the same mistake twice. Learn from your mistakes. So with the nerves running super, super high, it's perfectly fine. You'll make a mistake here and there. Don't make the same mistake twice. That is the biggest key factor in this entire video. Don't make that same mistake twice. The nerves are going to be running high. It's not a big deal. You will eventually learn everything that you need to know, and you'll move on without your day, or you'll move on with that company, you'll move on in the field, and things will be fine. It's not a big deal. It just gets better at some point. But that's the way that it is, and that's the way that it's going to be. Things will be fine. So that is today's video, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, I'd obviously love to hear them. If you have any suggestions, leave me in the comments below. I'd love to hear those as well. And as always, take it easy.